Hello. Oh shit, I was hoping it would hide it. Damn. That didn't work. Hello. So, you already might be noticing some differences. Yes, new model. It's a new model. Chat. I'm I literally spent I think the better part of a week trying to get all of this working. Um it's still not perfect. There are a couple of changes I need to make. Uh but I have a brand new. Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. Yes, good test. Good test. Uh, there are still a couple of things that I need to work out. It's not 100% perfect. The mouth is not 100% accurate. Um, it does feel like it's a little bit laggy as well. But yeah, there's a couple of different things you might notice immediately. So one, my eyes move now. They actually are tracked to my mouse. I'm actually we're gonna do like a full behind the scenes for this new model, which I hope that you all will enjoy. Um, I'm gonna roll my eyes at Hex in real time. Uh, so this is actually tracked by my mouse, as well as my. You can notice that my body moves ever so slightly towards the same direction that my eyes are looking. That is also uh, based on my mouse movement, which is a lot of fun. I do need to make sure I speak more clearly into the mic now because you can also notice my mouth is actually tracked by like the sounds that I make. So when I make certain sounds while I'm talking, it animates the mouth. So when I go ah, it goes ah. If I go ooh, it goes ooh. If I go e, that one's a little bit trickier. It's e. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. So it does track my mouth movement. I will be working on the actual mouth shapes in the future. I might add some to kind of add to the in between movements. So we'll see how it all goes. At the moment, I think it looks really cool. But it does mean that if I'm not talking directly into my mic, it might sometimes not catch everything. So if the mouth looks a little bit weird, that's fine. We'll work with it. It does it does the O sound a little bit too much, which I don't really care for. I might need to make adjustments to the placement of each system, but it's whatever. It is what it is. We're again, it is a work in progress. In fact, the program that I'm using right now is actually a work in progress. It's not 100% perfect. Another thing you might notice when I talk for long periods of time, my hand shoots up. This I might decide to change later on. I'm actually thinking I might do something where I can actually animate it like I do with the eyes, where it kind of I can move the hand like I have the option to move it. Um, but there's so many different options with this program. Like I have so many different things that I can do. Um, that like you might not really notice immediately, but like one of the first things you'll notice is if I stop talking for a while and just let the model sit, um, you will notice my body just kind of idles a little bit. So I'm gonna stop talking for just a second so you can see. You'll notice two things. The tail and the ears kind of sway back and forth as you can notice that on its own. The tail and the ears sway back and forth a little bit. Uh, my body kind of moves up and down a little bit, as well as you'll notice that my chest kind of rises and what is the other word? Rises and falls, not falls. Like I'm breathing to simulate like breathing animation, which is really cool. So I'm just gonna let it sit so you can watch that animation. So just stare at my chest. It's very subtle, but thank you for staring at my chest. Also, I just want to really quick address chat. Lyra says, hi, good luck, cannot watch due to allergic to Scarlet Hollow. Tell Lyra I said hi and that I missed them. I would have absolutely loved them to be here. Also, make sure to do the full recap. It's been a while since last time, so it'll be a good refresher. I will be doing the full recap. I love Riot's looking for excuses to get people to stare at your chest. I spent a long time on this chest, okay? I spent a long time on it. So, yes, I'm sorry if I want people to notice me. Uh, you can roll your eyes at Hex in real time. I can. Absolutely. It's a good chest, 10 out of 10. It gets better. Don't you worry. So you'll actually notice one other thing right now, and that is we're starting default on the smaller chest. I've decided that to make the streams a little bit more fun for chat, instead of starting at the default chest size, we're starting small. And if you want it to be bigger, you have to make that decision. I will be changing the redeems as we get, what is the maximum? It's the same as last time. It's basically using the exact same model pieces as last time. Honestly, the only things that I fully replaced in terms of the model itself is, and we'll go over this when I actually do the full overview. Like, I'm going to show you the actual program, so you can see kind of how it all works, right? So the only thing that's really different is the arms are now separate pieces from the rest of the body. The clothes are also technically separate. That way I can more easily swap them out onto the base model. Power up potion. You got it. Are you ready for this? Boom. Power up potion. You got it. So now we're at the default size. This was the original default size. The small will now be the standard default size, except for in the art. We will always start with the smaller, but the standard size that you see, the medium size, I guess I should say, that's going to be the for art and stuff and any promos. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I replaced the hair. The hair is fully redrawn from scratch because I was honestly just not super happy with the way that the original hair model was turning out. So I did replace it. And now I've got bangs. I've got bangs, y'all. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for this model. The other thing too now is we do have the way I did the jiggle physics in the previous settings in the previous model were very like I basically just doubled it myself manually every time. I now do have a preset amount that you can increase the jiggle. Right now we're at ×1. It goes up to ×5. That's the max. So there is now a maximum to what you can do. The other thing that I'm planning on working out is we'll need to replace the redeems for all of that. So I'll need like different redeems for the different chest size, basically. ×5. Yes, ×5. Yeah, 5. Exactly. When you get to 5, it gets fucking stupid. I'm not going to show it to you because I want that to kind of be, if you want to see that, you need to, you just gotta do it yourself is the thing. But it does go up to ×5. The jiggle there is absolutely ridiculous. I do appreciate that if I move my mouse up and down, because the body does track my mouse every very slightly. You can see that there's I can kind of make it jiggle a little bit, just in case you were wondering. Girls do be jiggling them like this when they're bored. I spent so much time literally like just when I got this finally set up, which by the way, it was an arduous process to figure out this program. It took me quite a while looking at like reading the Discord, like reading through their wiki pages, watching their tutorial videos for me to figure this out. And when I did, I literally just was like staring. Like I literally just watched the eyes move as I did it. The other thing to show off before I actually show you the full program is we also now have so the other reason I made the arms and hands separate pieces is I can do this. Oh wait, wrong button. I can do this. Nope. Damn it. Where's the button? What button is it? There it is. Damn it. I showed it off too early. Don't worry about the outfit. We're gonna get to the outfit in a little bit. I now have a gaming hand. So you'll notice that now you actually might not be able to tell immediately, but now my eyes are actually controlled by my right stick. So when I'm playing a video game that uses a controller and I'm controlling the camera, my character's eyes will point in the direction that I'm looking. So this is me looking left. This is me looking right, up and down. You'll notice that the left stick also moves when I use it, which is fun. And the thumb clicks when I press a button. I'm gonna make this that way it clicks various buttons. At the moment, it's just set to the X button on my controller, which is fine. Because we're not gonna be using a controller to game today. That will be probably a future stream, so I have time to work on that. But yeah, I can now I now have gaming hands. This was something that I did, like, I think with the previous model very briefly, and I hated the way they looked, and so I got rid of them. So now we actually have some proper gaming hands, and they look really nice. It's very, very cool. And it's nice because it also won't let it do the hand thing where it pops my hand out when I talk for long periods of time. So if I swap back, it'll pop the hand back up, which is cool. And it swaps it back to my mouse controlling everything. There's such detail, goddamn. I've just got a little PNG that wiggles. I realized that what I was really doing with this model was I was designing a virtual puppet, which I think is so much fun to like do, which is kind of why I want to do something where I can kind of give myself the option to move the hand around as well as freely as I want. I just think it'd be a lot of fun. I've basically designed a virtual puppet using this program. And so now I'm going to show you the program itself. Because the cool thing is I can actually work on the model while I'm using it in this way. So if I go over to the game capture right now, you can see the model. So these are the various pieces that make up the model. You can see these are all of the different layers that I have set up on the left side here. You'll also notice that because my mouse is currently on my right monitor, my eye tracking, it really only tracks to the left if I'm on my second monitor, if my mouse is over here. But if I'm on the right monitor, which is where my games are and where a lot of stuff is, I'll be kind of looking off to the right, which I think is cool. Why does this look like FNAF map at the bottom? You'll see. I'll show you the map here at the bottom. It's very cool. So you can see all the different like mouths. You can see the pupils. I actually have 2 different pupils that get mapped depending on what system I'm in. And you can see on the right here, it actually will have all of my different settings for that layer. As well as I can have my different states. So I can, show off my blinking state. So this left screen is where you edit the actual model itself. So I can kind of zoom in and you can see the full thing. I do have feet on this model. I will say the other outfits that I'm working on, I don't have feet because I'm not planning on necessarily showing the full body all the time. So Kingdom Hearts ass feet. Yes, it's very Kingdom Hearts. And that is honestly entirely on purpose. You'll also notice that there's a little bit of pant leg that shows now behind. And that is actually because the model is there is a full, basically nude model. All of the clothes are a separate layer from the body. And that's specifically so that way when I'm drawing the models, I can just use the base layer, the sort of nude body, I guess. And that way the things like my freckles on the arms and freckles on like my neck and my body actually stay consistent across models. So that way I can just set the new clothes over that base body and everything stays the same. So it's very cool. Visual learner, by the way. I'm not showing off. I'm worried that if I show off the nude body, I'm gonna get dress up doll. It literally, I have been considering rebranding to leaning into the doll aspect of this, specifically because I have so much fun. I literally am just having so much fun designing this model. You can see down here are actually all of the states. These are all the different like states that I have. So the chest is a different state from the eyes, is a different state from the jiggle. So I can basically set each and everything so that way it's all very like how do I describe it? The previous models, if I wanted to replace my outfit, I had to basically redraw the entire base model using that outfit. Now I can have it carry over to each and everything without having to redraw everything. And in fact, for each outfit is a separate file that I use in the scene because there's a whole scene editor as well where I actually set up the outfits. It's crazy how in-depth this program is. The mouth tracking is also part of the program. It basically follows the sounds that I make, and it tracks the mouth. So you can actually see it in real time if I show you the nodes. So this uses a node-based system, which is very cool because there was a brief time where I was messing around with video game coding. What is the name of this program? It is called VOD. This is actually the full... You're probably familiar with people using like VOD Mini. This is the full VOD program. This is the full one that they've been working on. It is behind a paywall. It is, at the moment, it's not officially released, but they do allow people who are supporting the program to use it for streaming, which is why I'm talking about it today. Because I wanted to show it off just a little bit, and you can kind of think of this as like a mini, not an ad because they're not paying me, but it's literally just me gushing about this program. I love it. It took me a little bit of a learning curve, and it's still in development, so it's still being worked on. It's just not for public availability yet. I cannot give out the program, obviously. That's part of the agreement for me using it on, that's part of their agreement for supporting it, is they ask that you can design models for the program for other people. You cannot provide the program to other people. You are welcome to use it to stream, though, which is what I'm doing today, obviously. So let me go ahead and show you the different nodes that I have set up here. This is cleaned. This is after I've cleaned it up, too. So first thing is I can also, I can annotate stuff. So this is the stuff that I have for breathing. So it's literally just a wave generator, and it just generates the chest scale overall. Oh, this is programming. This is literally programming. This is essentially me using what I did very briefly for like video game node programming to like I basically took that knowledge and brought it over here, which is kind of cool. I have, this is the sort of idle animation. So you can see I even have it labeled. It's annotated as idle. These are the state suppliers for the various states. You can see if I actually show you all the states over here, you can see the number of states I have for the jiggle. It is set to 1 at the moment, because that's my default. And then you can see the chest size can also be chosen. This node basically here just allows me to assign the buttons for it, which I actually have a new little device that allows me to. It's like a separate little keyboard that I can use to program keys for this thing exactly. Although I will say, I might not end up needing it because there is actually a way to program this so that way it takes the actual redeems and uses those to make changes. So in future, I might not even have to press a button to change it after you redeem it. It might just do it itself. Now this here is a couple of different things. This is all of the stuff for the hands. So this is all for the controller. So when I switch over to the controller mode, it now toggles my controller input. And so I can use my right stick and I can use my left stick to move the pupils and the thing. And I can press a button and it does the button. When I am in this mode, you can see it tracks my mouse here. You can see this little node right here is tracking my mouse. This is for the various hands. So you can see the longer I talk, when I talk for an extended period of time, it counts this up, and once it hits a certain amount, it will set that to the sustain, so it sets me as talking. It's very, very cool. This is my arm idle. I don't remember what I did this for. Um, I don't remember what it does. I think it's actually a separate idle for my hands, specifically like kind of waving back and forth. I don't know why I did that. This is my blinker. This just makes me blink. It just does a random input and it just makes me blink. And then this is the mouth movement. This is the mouth control. So you'll see that it's very, this thing is doing a lot. In case you can't notice. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that's coding for you. I'm sure I had my reasoning. I'm sure it's because I wanted the arm. You know what? I think it's because I wanted the arm to swing independently of the rest of the tail and the ears. I didn't want everything to be synced up because that looked unnatural when it was. So you can see this thing is working overtime all the time to track the amount that I am talking. And this like little data point that kind of swings around, it just kind of gets close to whatever point it needs until it, gets to whatever sound that it needs to show off my whatever sound I'm making, which is really cool. Watching all the node stuff wiggle is fun. I feel like I'm watching bacteria under a microscope. Yeah, it literally is so fun to just zoom out and watch this all go. Like if I swap to this, like you can see like all of the little controller stuff moving. And the funny thing is that when you're actually using this program, like this is literally just the editor for the model. This is not what I see when I'm starting my stream. That is the scene editor, which is on a little green screen, and I can it gives me even more node options from there, which is how we get to the next part, which is the outfit. So I'm actually going to just fully close this out because we're done with this. We're going to go back to the chatting room so that way I can show off the new outfit because we have a brand new outfit. This was designed specifically for this Valentine's Day special stream, which I say Valentine's Day. We're so far off of Valentine's Day. I wanted to do this like a week ago and I just wasn't ready. And also I wanted to do the Valentine's Day special. I wanted to get Julie in here so we could do Date Everything for the Valentine's Day special. And that didn't end up happening. Valentine's Day special where nothing bad will happen whatsoever. Yeah. But I figured that even though we're not playing Date Everything, Scarlet Hollow also has dating elements. So it's perfect. It's perfect for this. So we are going to be actually playing this in our brand new outfit, which I will show off in 3, 2, 1. I did accidentally show this off earlier. Whoops. It is very pink. Whoa. Yeah, so this is fun. I really, really like the way this one turned out. I've got like the cute little cardigan that sort of hangs off the shoulders, which is also why I did the shoulders as separate pieces. Like the arms are bare underneath this outfit. And that's just because I wanted to be able to have shoulders out in other outfits without having to worry about having to redraw the shoulders every time. So this is fun. I like the midriff. I like the skirt. The skirt does jiggle a little bit. It's not perfect. This will not be the last time we use this outfit, by the way. The plan is to use this outfit whenever we play things like, I love the cleavage window. I imagine that was a bit of a hassle with all the boob options. So the boob options don't have a naked, thing. Those I have to redraw every time. But I do kind of just use the same base model for it. I'll be honest. I'm really happy, and this is just me incentivizing you to mess with my chest more. The large setting for this outfit might be one of my favorite that I've done. Uh, it's very distracting. um, I I'm putting that out there in case chat decides to do anything with that info. Thank you for the poke. Oh, that goes right into the fucking boob window too. That's hilarious. I did not test this new model with the placement of that redeem, so I do need to make sure I'm careful about that. Anyway, I just wanted to summarize this. I'm just really happy with the way this turned out, if I'm being honest. Uh I like took probably like several tries redrawing the hair because I wanted to get it just right. So that way it like comes down over the left shoulder as well. So that way all the layers are like in the proper spot. Official boob stream, I guess. Yeah, I mean a little bit. Yeah, I mean I'm basically talking about my body. Um, but not that I disapprove. Who would? I mean, who would disapprove, really? Um, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way this outfit turned out. I'm really happy with the way the default outfit turned out. And it does make me just want to like design new outfits. In future, I also want to see about setting up potential like facial expressions again, like angry and like sad and like other potential facial expressions. Which means that I might look into doing some kind of face tracking. We'll see. Probably not. Just because I don't necessarily know if I want to set up a web camera every single fucking time. But that is an option. There are a lot of options that I can do where I don't necessarily need like the greatest technology to make it work. This program's just very solid at what it does, which I really appreciate. Um, yeah, like the mouth tracking I was not expecting to set up at all. And I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. And even that I'm going to adjust as we go. A lot of this is going to make adjustments the more and more we use it, which means that like by the end of the year, we will probably have a bunch more outfits because I'm working on another one for the Metroid Prime streams that I'm planning on doing this year. And we will probably have more. This outfit in particular is going to be for whenever we play like a dating sim. So Samus cosplay. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spoil it. I have a fun idea for the outfit. But essentially, yes, it will be Samus cosplay. If that's something that you're curious about. It's gonna be a very different look than I think what some people might be expecting, but I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's being a bitch to draw though and render, so we'll see. We'll see how well I can do it. I was hoping to maybe do the Metroid Prime stream later this month, but that might end up having to wait till March. um, but yeah, we will probably have a lot of outfits, and we will probably polish a lot of the rougher parts around the edges of this model. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to go over with the brand new model. I just wanted to show it off. And of course the new outfit, which I really, really appreciate. And I really hope you all enjoyed this little behind the scenes because I love just being able to show off the stuff that I work on as well. It's always a good time for me to kind of talk about my process and talk about how things, get going. Yeah, now let's get smooching. You're so right, Mal. You're so right. Which I think that's our sign to go into the game. Let's boot up Scarlet Hollow, which I might have to move out of the way just a little bit. I don't want to block the text box. So we'll see. I might have to move the model over a little bit. Ideally I want it about here. Yeah, smooching. That's what's happened in this chapter for sure. I have to ask Hex because I'm curious. I'm imagining you've already played this. You've already played this new chapter. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Then I imagine you know the rules. No spoilers. Whoops, I didn't mean to move that. So this might be a little bit of an issue. I don't know if it's going to be useful to have the hand popping up, but we'll see. Because I'm going to be reading a lot of dialogue, which means I'm going to be talking a lot. There's a hardcore mode? Has that been there the whole time? Also, don't forget to do recap. It has been so long. I agree. We will definitely do the recap. So I should just be able to hit continue, right? Yes, it has. Oh, okay, well. If it's been here the whole time, then. Yes, definitely going to do a recap before starting episode 5. I'm also going to unplug my controller, because we're not playing with a controller. We're playing with just the mouse and keyboard today. Yes, give a full recap. So, surely nothing funky will happen in this recap. What do you mean by that, Hex? What the fuck? I will say, I'm super... Before we get into this fully, I am super fucking excited to get back into this game. This legitimately has been one of my favorite, like, horror games that I've played in a long time. And I'm not even that big into, like, visual novels. But this has just been, I think, some of the most fun I've had with a visual novel and horror game in quite a while. And so I'm very excited to get back into this. And also the fact that every fucking chapter has thrown me off in some way. In a way that I just wasn't expecting. Like, according to Steam sales, it's not a visual novel, a horror game, or a dating sim. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean by that? That's stupid. But I feel like every time I think I know what's going to happen in this game, it does something that completely surprises me and completely, like, goes off left field. Like, chapter 1, the ditchlings, I was like, okay, cool, this is what the mystery's about. And then they go, nope, here's a mine collapsing and a mysterious glyph. And I go, oh shit, okay, so there's a deeper mystery here. Cool. Next chapter, oh, we're doing a ghost hunt. Oh, the ghost is, like, weird and fucked up too? Okay. And the next chapter is, like, learning that your best friend is a monster, like a demon. Not your best friend, I guess, but your new friend is a monster / demon / something. And just, what the fuck, man? Like, every single chapter of this game is completely subverted what I was expecting. And I don't expect that to be any different for today's chapter. So I'm excited to see where we go with this. And also, we are going to have to remember what voices we were doing for these characters. Okay. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of this house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. The country ambiance clashes terribly with who has been eyeing you with something between curiosity and dawning horror. What? What? Was clearly trying to say it quietly, but of course you hurt her. You're the only two people here. Where's Kanika? And then it emerges, an honest-to-goodness mountain lion, and there is something horribly wrong with it. But the mountain lion isn't finished. Its body oozing from the fall, it pushes itself back to its feet, killing intent shining in its wide yellow eyes. I'm sorry, hold on. Fuck you. Did something happen to Kanika between chapters and we've forgotten about her? Is this like a false Hydra situation? I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Who's Kanika? If there's a cool goth in this game, I def know about it. You can't fucking do this to me. You can't do this to me, devs. You can't fucking do this to me. Oh, also, I'm gonna change the title really quick to Scarlet Hollow. Or I forget. There we go. Damn, nearly had the thing. Okay, Stella and the old guy is here. Wait, a run-in? What kind of run-in? Was it supernatural? Like I said, Duke, that's his name, Duke. Like I said, you won't believe it. Now put that dang camera away. At least it's a nice night. Oh, I gotta hold on. Gotta make sure we see this guy. Hey, guy. Hi. Hi, guy. Hi, little eyes beating, staring at me. At least it's a nice night, even if the circumstances leave something to be desired. Help yourself to jerky, and as for the beer, I was planning on having both cans myself. The old guy that I forgot his name for a second. I'm really thrown for a loop. But I suppose I can be convinced to spare one. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packed sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest, and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. Your cousin reaches for the headlights. Rachel, welcome home. That's definitely not the voice I was doing for him, but whatever. The figure steps out of the light, disappearing back into the darkness of the woods. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Fuck you! I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the next scene. I was waiting for the next scene where she was going to be there. And I'm so fucking mad that this is stressing me out. I didn't think it was going to get fucked up immediately. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Phew, good thing we watched this recap. Yeah! Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. As soon as I saw your promo, I was like, chat, she doesn't know. I put her in the promo! Because it was a Valentine's Day special and she's my favorite character! Chat, you motherfuckers. I'm blaming the devs, I'm blaming chat, I'm blaming everybody for this. How fucking dare you? Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. This sucks. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. I hate this so much. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. I feel like I've done this, like, long recap multiple times that I know so many of these lines now. God, the Becca voice is killing me. 10 out of 10 correct level of awful. Thank you. Thank you. That's been my Becca voice the entire time. I think I've literally stuck to that Becca voice since, like, chapter 2. My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder. Though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just remembered the last time we talked to Kanika in chapter 4. I was trying to remember what the last thing we did with her. Something was going on. Something weird with Sybil. Oh shit. This is very upsetting. That nice old lady. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. I'm being gaslit. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Rachel. Rachel, are you alright? Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. There are 2 of them now! Yippee! The possums! I love that that's important enough to go into the recap. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Rachel, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. Have you played any off-stream runs with other traits, by the way? No, I have not. I have only done... All of my experiences with the game so far have just been what we've played on stream. My plan is to eventually do multiple runs on stream as well. Maybe with, like, another person joining me. That way we can, like, make different decisions as we go. So that way, like, they're technically the one in control, quote unquote, if that makes sense. And then we can just kind of experience new options kind of organically. I'm so excited for multiple runs. This game has so much replay value. I will probably just do multiple runs with, like, specific people, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to do, like, every single option, every single run. I think I just want to get, like, 1 or 2 other people to join me here and there, and we can, like, see what their choices are and, like, see what we can do. Yeah, that's the way I play with Hex, and she owns the game. Exactly, yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. I forgot about Janie. Morning, is the new blend ready? Of course. Rachel, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Well, powerful build. You've never seen the man beside Duke before, but whoever he is, he's big. If it ain't Rachel, Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin, and she was there with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. I hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. Fuck you! I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. I love the way Gretchen stares at this fucking mayor. Oh god, I forgot about this fucker. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Rachel? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. You don't like this nice man of the cloth? I don't trust the nice man of the cloth. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room. Hiding the bare cement floor, ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. I gotta remember what voice I was doing for Reese. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week, while Rachel is still in town? We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure it'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like there's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Oh. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Poor Reese. Yeah, poor Reese. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. The stain! Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained and reddish brown. I'm going for it. This chapter was fucking weird, by the way. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Really quick, I'm going to take a drink. Ah, damn. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. I forgot he crushes that thing. Bottom feeders. Sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Fuck you. She's not even here. You come to in a basement. A mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or there'll be hell to pay. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. She hurries off down the road. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Did Sybil make us forget about Kanika so that way she could keep her from getting involved in all of this? Like, the more we sit in this recap, the more it's just giving me time to think about the potential here. And I think that could be part of it. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. You open your eyes. It's a new day. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Fuck you. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. I loved this chapter, by the way. This was phenomenal. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of the house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Yeah, this whole fucking thing was... I was so tense this entire time. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone! Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Oh yeah, god damn it, this scene. Jesus Christ. This... like, actually shocked me. I was so stunned by this. Also, love the art in this game. It's like, it needs to be said at all times. This is so fucking gorgeous. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Before Dr. Kelly can fire, a different shot rings out. Reese's body is thrown to the wall, shotgun in hand. Your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on his writhing body. You leap forward, placing your body between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already trying to stitch itself back together as he writhes on the ground. Both of you shut up and help me drag him into the safe room now. I do love that Tabitha just rushes in with a fucking shotgun. I think I kind of love Tabitha. I sometimes don't like Tabitha, and then I do like Tabitha. You turn to see Dr. Kelly, already pulling her son towards the open doorway. Oh no! Stella looks up. A tired smile spreads across her face at the sight of your cousin, standing awkwardly on the slight slope of the roadside. After a while, they both stand and walk off into the forest together, Gretchen tucked under Stella's arms. It's time for you to go home. I loved that moment between Stella and Tabitha, and then Wayne fucking shows up. Ah, fuck ad. Twitch discriminating against my broke ass with that timing. Yeah, it's a little bit sad. But don't worry, you're not missing anything too crazy. I guess technically you're missing this right now. I don't know why I'm talking to you when you can't even hear me right now. How sweet. We can let them have their moment. I'll walk you home. You close your eyes, exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room, All his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own, but you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. It's time to continue your journey. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready to face this. Oh, why would you do this to me? It's literally my favorite character too. Fuck, dude. I'm already dreading this, and we're not even through the recap. We're not even done with the like that was just the recap, and I don't want to do this. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. A lonely piano refrain echoes through your head as you sleep. It feels like it goes on forever, clumsy and uncertain of itself, stopping and starting at random. But as your dreams start to fade, you realize the music is following you to the waking world, continuing even as your mind resolidifies and banishes the last few remnants of your dreams. Are we getting a musical episode? What the fuck? When it finally stops, you're startled by the sudden silence. You're awake now, cold and uncomfortable, your muscles stiff and achy, your head still clouded with sleep. You realize there is a concerning lack of blanket and mattress. There is nothing beneath you but hardwood floorboards, dusty and uneven. There's also a weight on your chest, and claws digging gently into your skin. It's how I wake up to my cats every morning, I swear to God. Your heart skips a beat. You're greeted by two beady eyes, staring down at you over twitching nose of the opossum that lives in your drawer. The other one is crouched in the corner, eyeing you warily. You are not in your room? Oh shit. Start crying. Just give up. Just start crying. Almost, but not entirely unlike a cat. I'm gonna start crying. Your lower lip trembles as tears well up in your eyes. They bubble over, streaming down your face as you lie on your back on the dirty floor crying. The larger possum in the corner seems unsettled, backing further away. But the possum on your chest takes a step forward, resting a tiny paw on your cheek. What the fuck? Aw! It licks away your tears. You may have to take every vaccine known to man to make sure you don't get a disease from the interaction, but the kindness of the tiny creature is clear. See, it's not so bad. Yeah, I guess so. That, or it likes the salt. Stand up and get your bearings. You sniffle slightly, wiping away your tears, trying to gather yourself. You stand, your legs still wobbly with sleep, the odd tilt of the floor adding to your unsteadiness. The possum clings to your shirt with its tiny claws, holding on for dear life. You must be in the forbidden wing. The small possum finally moves. It carefully makes its way down the length of your clothes, as if afraid you might notice if it moves too quickly. Aw. It hastens when it finds solid ground, scurrying to the larger possum in the corner. The two stare up at you, not quite afraid, but clearly more wary now that you've risen to your full human height. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Maybe they were watching over you as you slept. Or maybe they were hoping you might be lunch. Either way, you're both going your separate ways now. There are two doors at the Baron room. One is a normal doorway leading into what you assume to be a hallway. The other is a door that must have once been hidden, though the ruined state of the wallpaper has robbed it of its secrecy. Oh, I see it now. Investigate the once hidden door. There doesn't seem to be a clear way to open it, besides the brass circle where a handle should be. Look through the hole where the handle used to be. You lean forward, peering into the narrow opening at what lies behind the door. It's your room. Oh shit! What? Which means you'd be able to slip right back into the safety of the rest of the house if you could just manage to find the handle. I think I'm going to continue into the Forbidden Wing. I'm not going to try to force open the door. I want to explore. Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, You make your way carefully across the slanted room and deeper into the forbidden wing. The forbidden wing. Oh, I thought that was a person over there. Do you see that? Do you see, like, that? For a second, I thought that was like a person. Just like arms outstretched. You see the arms there? I'm sure it's nothing. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away, though there's nothing else to run to now. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. Investigate the ornate entryway. You make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It's a parlor. Of course the Scarlets of old would have had a dedicated space to entertain their guests. It would feel elegant, if not for the massive crack that runs through the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict a town. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf, or rather, what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of this house. Ooh, examine the painting. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, the clinic, still called a hospital at the time of this painting. And then there are some places you've yet to see, the church, as well as the historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. Yeah, we haven't been there yet. I guess there's the church. There's the mine, I'm assuming. This is the town hall, and then this is the estate. Yes, this is the estate, I assume. And then down here, this is the hospital. I remember this second story balcony area. So then, I guess this is the... Yeah, we haven't been to the church or the homesteads. The faded bronze plaque beneath reads, "In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project." Or, Schlurp! Let the past never be forgotten. Examine the space beyond the broken bookshelf. You cross the parlor, testing each careful step along the way, and duck between the collapsed shelves of the old bookshelf. Schlurp! Do not schlurp! Do not schlurp! Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. So we've got an Egyptian statue. We have a Confederate uniform and flag. Yikes. We have, I think this is Greek. This might also be Greek. It might actually all be Greek, if I'm being honest. They might as well be speaking Greek. Because I don't fucking understand a word of it. There's a pristine blade in there. A pristine blade? Where? In where? He's a rich guy from the South. Oh yeah, of course. Well, of course he was gonna be... Of course he was gonna be a Confederate. I think we had actually already, like... I think we had already sussed that out, if I'm being honest. Like, I think we had figured that out, like, 2 chapters ago. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Oh, examine the bookshelf! Maybe the collection of literature can help you learn about this room's occupant. You approach the shelf, your eager eyes poring over titles for anything that seemed to stand out. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Scarlet Hollow. Never mind. The upper shelves are mostly classic fiction. Moby Dick, Shakespeare, various Dickens novels. Nothing that stands out as particularly interesting. The bottom shelf seems to be home to reference books, heavy volumes of long outdated construction law, treaties on various aspects of the coal industry, but there's also a book on city planning that stands out to you. The spine is marked with a dot. You pull it out, the shelves above shifting precariously, as if the book held some load-bearing purpose. Pristine blade, Slay the Princess reference as the dagger curio and the glass in the corner. Glass in the corner? This one, oh, this blade here. I did not immediately clock that as a blade, if I'm being honest. What the fuck? Town hall, hospital, the mines. Is this where all of the symbols are? All of the glyphs that we found? The instant you crack its spine, a slip of paper falls out, ancient and fragile, and yellowed with age. It's some kind of map. And judging by the highlighted landmarks, it's a map of Scarlet Hollow, Town Hall, the old hospital, the mines, all places where stone carvings have been buried. There's one circled area as well, what looks to be a patch of farmland. You haven't paid this location a visit yet, but judging by the way the other buildings have had their ways of drawing you in, it's probably only a matter of time. So I'm going to guess there's probably one in the church as well, which is probably just cut off on this page, this map, because the previous painting showed off those 5-6 specific locations. You carefully fold the map and shove it into a pocket. Examine the desk. Open the top drawer. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter-writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES. ES? More like BS, am I right? Thank you, thank you. Underneath you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive in every spot that needed a signature in the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. At the very bottom of the drawer, you're surprised to find a face you recognize staring back up at you. An antique photograph of a young man, his blonde hair nearly white against the dark sepia background. It's Teddy. He looks almost exactly the same as he did in your vision. Almost. There's a carefree look in his eye that seemed to have faded by the time he found his way to that hospital bed. Jesus. You close the drawer. Open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Sorry, ooh. What the fuck? Inside, you find a strange collection of glass vials. A little glass vial? Their surfaces are clouded over, but you can make out what seems to be paper, preserved somehow inside the containers. A hint of writing visible at the edges. A little glass vial. You reach for one of them, twisting the cork. It unseals with a pop, releasing a smell like an old pond, like decaying leaves and damp earth. You tug at the corner of the slip of paper, and it unfurls. The writing across its surface is crisp and clear as if it had just been written. To Miss Maeve, I know it has been several years since my last visit, but I do hope you remember the young lad who used to find himself at your doorstep more than you probably would have liked. I write you now with utmost urgency. I'm not sure if news has reached you regarding what transpired just yesterday. Many lives were lost, the town is in frenzy. I hope you mitigated some of the damage that has been done, and thus must speak with you at once. I attempted the journey to your place of residence, but was unable to locate it. You once told me of another way to reach you, and though it seems nothing but a half-remembered fantasy, I am acting in desperation. I can only hope this letter finds its way to you, and once said it would be, as you once said, it would be in my hour of need. I must meet with you at your soonest convenience. Sincerely, B.S. More like B-Nox. What was his fucking last name? Scarlet? B-Nox. B-Nox Scarlet. More like fucking bitch. Shut up. For some reason, I almost called him Enoch Stone. What was his last name? Look! It's been months. The paper dissolves just as you finish reading the last few lines, as if it finally realized that it had submerged what it had been submerged all these years, turning to useless pulp between your fingers. It's a good thing you're a fast reader. It's unlikely you'll have the chance to return here, and the vials are too delicate to carry with you. Keep reading? Keep reading. You open another. Miss Verena, trouble with the tea. Your presence requested at once. And another. Verena, I know what you tried. Do not appreciate the attempt at subterfuge, though we both knew that there was, well, what was at stake here. The boy has been dealt with. Expect me this evening for in-person discussion. Some of these letters are addressed to Miss Maeve, and some to Verena. All are signed E.S. You assume these must be from Enoch. I mean, who else would be E.S.? Many seem unimportant, just listing a time and place. You assume meetings between Enoch and whoever this Verena may have been. Before you know it, the drawer is empty. The floor around you scattered with drained vials, the air stinking of wet rot. Step away from the desk. Okay, well, let's return to the hallway. Outside of the parlor, follow footprints down the hall. I like a nice little excursion. I like a nice little side path. I can explore shit. It's good. It's good for the soul. When you get to explore random shit, it makes you feel good. You follow the path laid out in the dust. It takes you up a flight of stairs, the way down blocked by debris, and you find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. There are more footprints leading all the way down the hallway and into the farthest door. Move the boxes from in front of the nearest door. These boxes slide easily out of the way. It's almost like they were placed there to make the room less conspicuous rather than as any kind of actual barrier. You push past them into the room beyond. That's my powerful build voice. It's very Kronk-esque. The room is coldly empty. The large antiqued bed is made, its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with the cobweb stretched between each corner of its four-poster frame. Weird. Search the desk. I love searching desks. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. As you sift through paper, it quickly becomes clear to you whose room this is. There are stacks of bills in Edwardine's name, filling nearly every drawer, and even once you manage to get the layers of the envelopes and trifold paper, you hit a permafrost of receipts. It seemed she was doing her best to be meticulous and hold on to any scrap of paper that might possibly be important. But when you reach the bottom drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some opened, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearland treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I'm sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty, and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear to them, too. Doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash, too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearland to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. Was Pearl Ann keeping Tabitha away from her father? Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me, your old dad. So the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make while you're the professor of animal noises. Like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I'd like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you, and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. What the fuck? These are really sweet. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened. Unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid. All from him. You pocket a few of the cards. We're gonna give those to Tabitha. What the fuck? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, I know we've seen some fucked up shit. Like, we've seen some fucked up shit in this game so far. Sometimes the most fucked up thing that can happen is the stuff that real fucking people do. And that fucking sucks. You make your way to the closet. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. You can't help but notice that these dresses look strikingly like the style Tabitha wears. You can imagine Pearl Ann sifting through Edwardine's old trunks of clothes, recycling moth-eaten vintage dresses for her daughter in place of buying anything new. The only thing here, besides her clothes and shoes, is a box, shoved off to the one side. You pick it up. Child-size overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suit boys from the 50s were always wearing. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. What the fuck? When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am in here too, and I love you. Your hands tremble, the note somehow making the tips of your fingers feel dirty, even as it sits behind a layer of plastic. You drop it back into the box, once again covering it with the old clothes, shoving it back into the recesses of the forgotten closet where it belongs. You're done here. Oh, I just got an achievement for exploring that room. Nice, nice, nice. Enter the middle room. The space was clearly a nursery, though no child has been here for a long, long time. Check the bookshelf! The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books, Dick and Jane, books of nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Read a few writing practice books. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near-crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. That's not true. I definitely cried earlier. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. All are signed with the carefully scrawled signatures of Alexandra Scarlet. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today I," Alexandra continues with, "Talked to the boy in the wall." This last prompt lingers with you. If all these practice books are the same, you wonder what else you managed to find under "Today I." You grab the next copy, opening it to the first practice writing page. "Today I told the boy in the wall about my family. Then the boy in the wall said he is happy he is a kid to talk to. I am also glad because Mary Bell is mean sometimes and tells me what to do. He is really nice, and I hope he can come out of the wall to play with us soon. Today I told the boy in the wall that I am sad. He was really nice and told me he knows how to make Mommy be nicer to me. He said Mommy tucks him in every night and reads him stories and is never mean, and that if I was in the wall, Mommy would also be nice to me. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What the fuck? He said there can only be one kid in the wall, so he will have to switch places with me. But Mommy will be nice to me then, so it is okay. Today I ate dinner with Mommy. She said she made special dinner, and she sat with me the whole time, and I was a good girl and ate it all. Mommy is proud of me. It was a good day, and I am happy. Me when I'm in the wall. Dude, me when I'm in the fucking wall, dude. Dude, when I'm in the wall, Mommy loves me more, actually. The rest of the book is blank. Jesus Christ. You make your way back to the hallway. Oh, I guess that was all to see there. Approach the window. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There's nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. Yep, that is a window. At least for now. Follow the trail to the farthest room. You continue to follow the trail of footprints. Approaching the farthest room down the hall, the door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. The room is starkly empty save for a rug and a few candelabras. The lack of dusty old boxes and rotting antiques mark it as a distinct from the rest of the cluttered, forgotten spaces you've explored. I saw that. I saw you. I see you. There's something under the fucking... There's something under that fucking... Don't walk through the far door. You continue forward towards the door on the far side of the room. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was gonna be like a trap. Like I was gonna walk through there and it was gonna be like a salt trap or something. I don't know why. It wouldn't affect. I'm not a demon, so it doesn't matter. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back to down to the lower floors. But there is also another door. Look at all those locks. Oh, Jesus Christ, I wasn't even looking at the fucking screen. Yeah, what the fuck? It's hanging ajar. The many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmered in the weak morning light. Is this for the boy in the wall? There's the doorknob we need. The door frame itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. Oh, I don't like this. You step forward. Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like the sound that made. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. What does that say? Oh, I don't like this. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed. I didn't even realize that was the doll. Bright has keen eye IRL. Damn. Look. I notice some things. I don't always notice everything. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandra. Your eyes are drawn to the massive almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as the cell's prisoner could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. And then, one final detail grabs you, a metallic glint from the filthy bare mattress, a doorknob. Hold on, what did that say? Oh wait, not that. What is the... Okay, I thought it was saying that this was saying property of Alexandra. Whatever pigments were available is a phrase that is truly haunting in its brevity. Yeah. This is what you've been looking for. Was it left here for you? Take it. Oh, I don't like the bucket. I was like, oh, what's in the bucket over here? Nope, I'm not. You know what? I actually don't want to know. I actually don't want to know. I'm not going to look down there. As you take it, a sound wraps behind you, around you. Music. The tinkling of piano keys played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. Well, I gotta follow the music. You've come this far. Clearly, you're meant to go just a little further. The stairs take you into what you have to assume, in for a penny, in for a pound, exactly, was a servant's quarters, a network of cramped passageways hidden away behind the expensive rooms of the estate, without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist, and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlet Estate, the echoing piano your only company. Soon enough, you see light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting. As you step through the cramped, gloomy stairwell, the music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. What's that? I can't tell what that is. What is that? Is that just oh, it's a busted up pillow. Okay. I thought this was like a cat for a second because I thought these were like paws. Do you see that? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. I'm seeing shit now. That means the locked door to the Forbidden Wing is just down the hall. But you've yet to confront your guide. Finish what you started and find the piano player. It looks like Blue Mage Final Fantasy. Okay. The musician plays on as you move cautiously through the dark, the slope now so dramatic. Oh goodness, it feels like walking downhill, jagged remains of the floorboards jutting out like splintered trees. Oh, of course it's fucking Wayne! The flow of notes finally stops as you reach an open doorway to what was once a music room. Wayne stands from the bench of a battered grand piano, turning to face you. So now you've seen it, Rachel. He makes his way down the tilted floor towards you. A breeze passes by him, carrying with it the smell from the wound that is his body. I hope you enjoyed the show. He stops just a few paces away. And I trust you understand the implications of everything you've seen. If you aren't careful, and put your faith in the wrong people, things could go very, very wrong for you. Attack him! Wayne ever slowly grabs your arm as you swing at him, pinning it against the wall. Rot floods your nostrils, and for a moment, you find yourself unable to struggle against his overwhelming strength. Every time I'm given a chance, I'm going to attack Wayne. I fucking hate this guy. I've grown fond of your outbursts, Rachel. Get his ass! Yeah, exactly! But there is something that needs to be said before I let you go. The witch holds some of the final pieces. Find her, pry them from her hands, and then everything should start falling into place. Your thoughts wander, searching for someone who might fit the description. You draw a blank, unless you're already starting to forget about her. Memory is a disloyal thing, isn't it? Physical, easily manipulated. But something being missing from your head doesn't mean it's gone from the world. But before you have the chance to respond, he's gone, slipping back into the shadows. Nothing left for you to do here but leave. You make your way back to where you woke up and slot in the handle in the secret door on the wall. It twists, and the door pulls back, and you stumble through your closet and back into your room. You lean against the door frame, relieved at once again having sturdy, unsloped ground beneath your feet, and moderately clean air to breathe. The estate has gotten to you. After the events of this morning, your body burns with a ferocious itch to leave this place behind, to be anywhere but here. Yeah, we just go. Let's just fucking go. You leave in a haze, mindlessly grabbing clothes and an uncharged phone, barely even noticing your surroundings as you rush outside, the morning's revelation seizing your body and mind alike with a suffocating grip. Hi, ditchlings! Hi, boys! The music here fucks so hard. It's fucking great. I'm scared. Hi, ditchlings! Hi! The cell, the doll, Enoch's occult sanctuary, the boy in the wall, and his outfits in Edwardine's closet. Is it possible your cousin has known about all of this? I can't jump to any conclusions just yet. I was shown what someone else wanted me to see. That's true. Everything you found in the Forbidden Wing could have been the work of an unreliable narrator. Not that it saves you from the ever-tightening grip of anxiety strangling your lungs. Judging from the fact that there were a bunch of unopened letters to Tabitha in Edwardine's thing that seemed to be maybe hidden by Pearl Ann, I'm going to assume that Tabitha herself has probably not really had much of a chance to actually explore the rest of the manor. Like, I don't think she's actually looked at the rest of the estate. I don't think there's any reason to think that she herself has actually been able to, like, properly search it. Because we found it really fucking easily. Tabitha would have found it, right? The events of this morning aren't the sort of thing you can casually move to the back of your mind. You have to do something. I think we go to Tabitha. I think we have to talk to Tabitha. Especially after what happened in the last chapter, where we deliberately had a situation that Tabitha got involved in that was weird and freaky. She has to believe us now, right? Like, she has to. Your cousin needs to know what's been hidden away in her home. If you keep the events and discoveries of this morning hidden from her, the two of you will never be able to resolve the dark secrets that linger in the shadows of your shared history. By the time you notice where your legs are taking you, you're already en route to the Scarlet Mines. You stumble down the road, your panicked thoughts directing themselves like a pointed arrow towards your destination. Things will make sense again, just as soon as you get where you're going. There are no picketers outside the mine today. The only sound is a constant low industrial clanking of unending productivity. The only sign of life, the slow-moving machinery beyond the rickety chain-link fence. The Scarlet Hollow mines are ticking along, as they always have. There is nothing here to stop you from seeing your cousin. Here you are, outside of your cousin's office. The only thing left to do is go inside. Knock first. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment. What is it now? Come in. Hi, Stella. I was not expecting Stella to be here. Okay. You enter your cousin's office to find her seated at her desk, shotgun in hand, cleaning its mechanisms with focused intent. Oh, hi, Stella. I like this outfit on Stella, actually, quite a bit. OMG, Gretchen on her little stool. I love Gretchen. You're more than familiar with this firearm. It was only last night you saw your cousin use it to deadly effect. But your cousin isn't the only person in her office today. Stella is here too. Oh, wow, hey, it's Rachel. Hello, you're here. Yes, Stella, my cousin is here to bother me at work. It's not exactly a surprise. Don't be weird. Stella darts across the room, turning the lock in the office door and slamming the bolt shut. Stella, what the hell are you doing? I'm doing the plan that we talked about. The plan. Stella, Jesus Christ, it's too early for this. I told you I had everything sorted out. There was a timeline. Come on, Tabitha, your version of having things sorted out was so convoluted. You gotta learn to seize the moment. And in this moment, Rachel's right here, alone. And you said we needed Rachel, alone. So this is perfect. You're just gonna have a talk, okay? So go ahead and sit down and we can sort everything out. Did you just lock me in here? Uh, um, Tabitha, what is she talking about? It's what she just said. We should, talk. Right now. Your cousin stammers a vague answer. She seems unprepared. Stella's impulsivity clearly having thrown her off. That's right, and don't worry about the door being locked. I just made sure nobody could come in. Or out. Okay, that doesn't sound great, but it's not as bad as it looks. We're all friends here, and I'm sure by the end of this we'll be even closer. Trust me. God damn it, we're really doing this, aren't we? Okay, sit down. I'm just gonna sit. I'm just not gonna say anything. I think we just need to talk. It's hard to ignore the weakness of your current position. Not only are you outnumbered, you're outgunned, and clearly they both know something you don't. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? You sit, even if you don't grace your host with verbal acknowledgement. Behind you, Stella drags another chair towards the door, propping it under the handle. Stella! Come on! Sorry, just making sure we don't get interrupted. Tabby, do you want to... Trying to talk to Rachel was your idea, Stella, not mine. You take the lead. Okay, so, not so easy, is it? That's how I felt last night, too. Yeah, where do I even start? Okay, magic is real. That's obvious at this point. Even if you could write off the ditchlings as weird creatures or hallucinations or whatever, Charlie isn't exactly something you can explain as anything but magic, so there's no debate there, right, Tabby? Yeah. And I'm sure you've noticed, Rachel, that your family is connected to all of this. That's no coincidence. It was after the collapse. Enoch. The town was going to fall apart, so he made a deal. He saved Scarlet Hollow, but deals usually come at a cost, right? So he had to trade something for the town's salvation. Though the price was only paid by Scarlets. It's always been paid by Scarlets. A Scarlet is locked away from the world, bound to the estate by magic, and in return, the town itself prospers. What the fuck? Hey, Stella? You are explaining this way too fucking casually. What the fuck do you mean by that? See, Wayne would have told you this if you hadn't attacked him. Oops. Whoops. Uh-oh. Look. I had already established that every time I talked to Wayne, I was going to attack him in some way. There's nothing I can do about it, alright? That's just how I am. Punch first, ask questions never. There isn't a Scarlet locked away anymore, which is why everything has been started falling apart. The deal is broken. Well, temporarily broken, and there's only so much time left to fix it. But aren't you glad you let them have your bonding moment together alone last night after the whole Reese issue? I am. I am. I am. How long has Stella known this? Is the only reason I'm in this town so they could lock me away? You can hear me. You can hear me. You might be able to hear me. I'm tapping my phone right now because it's starting to click with me. What the fuck? This is fucked. That's where you come in. You're Scarlet. You have the power to save the town if you're willing to use it. And I don't see why you wouldn't. If I could do it instead and save the world and save the whole town, you know I would. Especially since that would mean spending the rest of my life with Tabby. I can imagine way worse fates. Oh, I just noticed Gretchen's sad little face. Gretchen is a little sad. Is this a jar of peanut butter? It's spelled Jif with a G? That's hilarious. I mean, really what we're offering is free room and board for life. We'll make it nice for you, spruce up the place, and I'd cook for you, of course, like your own personal chef. And we can play games and let you watch movies and keep up with the news. It doesn't have to be such a bad thing. And nobody knows what you do for work, but you could take a whole week off, so it can't be that important. So what do you say? Hey, what the What the fuck? You can't just lock a person away against their will. What about what I want? What about me? Fuck. Okay. Tabitha, why can't you volunteer? Why does it have to be me? The deal doesn't mean the mines run themselves, Rachel. This is how it works. One Scarlet to run the mines and one to shoulder the other burden. Neither of us is getting out of this with all of our freedom intact. Know that. You're better than this, Stella. You know this is wrong. You can tell she sugarcoated it for you. You really think she's stupid, don't you? She's not stupid. I know this, because I know her. There's a reason she's been successful in life, and it's not dumb luck. It's determination and the ability to change and adapt to what needs to be done in order to keep succeeding. That's what she's doing now. She knows I've been honest with her, and this is what needs to be done. Isn't that right? In Chapter 1, if you go with Stella, you can tell her you're a college student. And if you get this scene, she says something about your major not having that many jobs available anyway. What the fuck? This is fucked. This is so fucked. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I know this must feel like such a horrible thing to ask of you, but I care so much about this town. Everyone I know is here. My whole life. I'm sure if someone asked this of you to protect your city, including everyone in it, you would see why I feel this way. What if I say no? Do you let me walk out? I don't think you should say no. Not because we'll do anything, that's not a threat, just because I don't think there are really any other options for you. Yeah, if you try to leave the town, you're not going to get far, trust me. Again, not a threat, just reality. Either you do it and the town recovers, or you don't, and the town keeps getting worse, all while we're stuck here. It's not like there are good options here. This doesn't add up. How does Wayne fit into all this? Don't ask me about him, please. Tabitha, it's okay. You can say more. We're being honest now. Remember, that's how we build trust. Tabitha sits in stubborn silence for a long moment, squirming under Stella's thoughtful gaze. He doesn't fit into this. He's just a mistake. Not my mistake, and one that should never have happened, and it won't happen again. And don't keep needling me about it, asking, what shouldn't have happened, Tabitha? Why is he all gross? Is he dead? Is he alive? Just stop bringing him up! I know we're supposed to be all open and chatty or whatever, but it's painful for me. I liked him. It's okay. It's okay. You have me now. And that's better. And oh, I keep mixing up their voices. And that's better. Even if everything is worse, that's better. I've seen the room where our family kept these other Scarlets. It's not exactly a luxury suite. That's where I'd come in. You can do a lot with a small space these days. You know, tiny living, it's a trend right now. See? It's trendy. We're going to do better than Tabitha's older relatives ever could. This isn't some kind of divine punishment. We care about you. We want you to be happy. We can get you a plant. I've heard those are good for air quality and morale. Because we're nice. We care about that stuff. And maybe we can move you to a bigger room eventually once we've done some work on the place. But we can only do work on it if it stays standing. And it only stays standing if, you know, you do this. This sucks. This sucks. What does the witch have to do with all this? Wayne told me to find the witch. A witch? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since magic is real. I guess witches must be too. It doesn't matter if witches and wizards are real or if they are all going to if they all go to some magic high school with centaurs or whatever. None of that is relevant to us, and more importantly, you should not trust a word that comes out of that thing's mouth. It feels like it goes without saying. The rotten thing stalking you is not the most trustworthy source of information. I mean, we could go looking anyway, just in case. Stella, this is not stuff from your YouTubes. This is real life, and we have a job to do. No more looking for clues. I have all the clues you could want. What happens if we just don't go through with things? Leave town. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens if we just, we can't do that. The speed of Stella's response is almost alarming. We can't. If we give up, the town is ruined. Done. Yep. Goodbye Scarlet Mines, goodbye Scarlet Hollow. No jobs means no one can stay, not unless they're willing to live off the land like some kind of freakish hill people. But even ignoring that, no one can leave. My parents, that's why they died. It's why Vivian went out the way she did. It's why everyone who leaves town is met with ruin until they eventually drag themselves back, destitute, with their mistakes trailing after them. Oh my god, it's literally a curse. That's why Kanika couldn't leave. That's why Kanika couldn't leave for long. Oh my god. If they ever make it out in the first place. But if we make the town a nicer place to be, if we bring it back, people won't have to leave. I don't want to. Isn't there another way? Stella, this is pointless. Damn. Since we're all being honest here, I'll go ahead and let you know that I've tipped a line to the police. There's a button here behind the desk. I think we're done talking, so let's sit here in polite silence for a bit. I'm sure it won't take long for them to get here. It's not like they ever have much going on. You're hiding things. A kidnapping is bad enough, but whatever you're planning is worse. I know it is. Ah, fuck. Tabitha, whatever is about to happen, I need you to know this. I found these in a drawer, letters from your dad. They were being hidden from you. What? You lay the cards in front of her. Stella leans forward, peeking over her shoulder as she reads the handwritten notes next to the kitschy pictures of cats and birthday cake. I thought you said he was a deadbeat. He is a deadbeat. This doesn't change anything. So what? He sends me some stupid birthday card every year? He's still gone. I was still alone in that house all those years with her. What exactly were you hoping to achieve with this, Rachel? What, were you hoping I'd abandon everything my family has built and rush off to the coast to find some relative I haven't known since I was 5? I don't care about this man who never once came to rescue me, even though he knew exactly what I was living through. Tabby. Silence falls over the room. Tabitha is breathing hard, trying to pull herself back together. Hey, it's okay. How about we send him something after all this is done, okay? Maybe it's worth getting in touch. I can't think about this right now. I have bigger problems, but at least one of those problems is about to be dealt with. A knock at the door interrupts the unpleasant conversation. Miss Scarlet, permission to enter? Stella, the door. Right, sorry. This is fucked. This is so fucked. There's no way this is how this ends, right? There's just no way this is how this ends. As Stella carefully removes the chair from in front of the door, Tabitha motions for you to stand. Well, if it isn't Rachel. I assume your cousin has been a problem, and that's why you called me up here. Isn't that right, Miss Scarlet? Exactly, officer. A big problem. Seems Rachel has been making a habit of that lately, to the point where I was already out looking for you. I'll be taking you in for questioning. I'm still investigating the collapse in the Shaw mine the other day, and your cousin is the prime suspect. I'm not talking to the cop. I'm not saying fucking anything. I'm not talking to you. That's exactly right, Missy. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Oh, I'm under arrest now? Oh, shit, I'm under arrest now. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Deputy Franklin whips out a pair of handcuffs, tightening them quickly around your wrists in a smooth police academy maneuver. Sorry, Rachel, but this is for the best, okay? We'll make sure to come get you before the funeral. But just as the cuffs click into place, the officer's radio crackles to life. Franklin, pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy. Sheriff, apologies, sir. I was just up seeing to a situation at the mines. Miss Scarlet tipped the you-know-what. It's all resolved, though, now. I have Rachel in custody.
That's nice and all, but we need to go up to the front pronto. Got ourselves a possible 187 brewing.
10-4. Wait, a 187? That's a murder! Man, we've been over this before. Please stop listening in on police frequencies. Alright, kid, I don't think I've got the time to take you to the station, so you'll just have to cool off in the back of the squad car. Wait, no, you've got to be kidding me. You're gonna take my cousin with you to an active crime scene? That's not why I called you. You can't put my cousin in danger. Do you hear me?
Franklin, quit pushing her out of there. We need you here ASAP.
10-4, Sheriff. I'm afraid I'll have to, ma'am. If Rachel is a threat to the safety of the town, it's my duty to make sure that threat is contained. I love doing walkie-talkie noises. I hope they do more walkie-talkie stuff. Then I'm coming too. And I'll be taking my own car if you can't, so you can't stop me. Love the fucking police walkie-talkie voice. Thank you. I love doing a police walkie-talkie voice. Hold on, I missed that. I highly advise you don't do that, ma'am. Your advice has been taken into consideration. There, I considered it, and I'm going. I don't trust this. Stella, stay here and man the fort or something, or go home, whatever. I'll call you later when everything is settled. Do you think it could be... Their voices go quiet as Deputy Franklin drags you out of the office and out towards the squad car. Why did I get an achievement that just said, get in the hole, YN? Fun fact, this is where part 1 ends. Part 1? What do you mean part 1? Toxic Yuri achievement. I did get that, yes. You are deposited in the back seat, the door slamming harshly behind you. Yeah, are Stella and Tabitha a thing, by the way? This chapter released in 2 parts. Really? Like, what do you mean? Like... Ow. I bumped my mic. What do you mean it released in 2 parts? Like, there was... I thought it all released at once. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm assuming both parts are out then. Like, yes, they were romantically involved when they were younger, and they seem to have rekindled things in the worst way possible. Yeah! Fuck! God damn it! This is what I get for trusting Tabitha, and I guess Stella as well. Yeah, part 2 just came out. I thought that's why you waited to do your stream. No, I did not realize that was the case. I assumed it all released in that one go. Back on, what, the 13th it was, or whatever? Oh yeah, Friday the 13th, right. I just assumed that it all released then. I didn't realize that it was releasing in 2 different parts. So here we are. Good for us, I guess. You are deposited in the back seat, the door slamming harshly behind you. The issue at the mines has been resolved, Sheriff. I'm en route. Damn it! Let me get one more walkie-talkie line. They had to delay it because it was taking longer than planned to polish up. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, fuck, I accidentally missed that. Franklin starts up the sirens. They blare as he pulls out the mine, speeding down the road towards whatever emergency is underway, with you in tow. This is possibly one of the few times he has ever been able to do this, and despite his sunglasses and stiff demeanor, there is definitely an excitement in the way he cruises around the treacherous mountain turns. Oh yeah, it just ended here on the 13th. I've been going fucking nuts the last week. I can imagine after the fucking, oh my god. Okay, well, since that's where part 1 ended, I'm going to take a second because I'm going to wait for the ads to go away before we continue, because what the fuck? Oh my god. We're going to take a moment. I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to take a drink while the ads are going. So, okay, there's so much going on here. There's so much going on here. That explains why... It explains why we're even in the town in the first place. That's why Tabitha... That's why we were invited in the first place, is because Tabitha needed us here so that way they could enact this plan. Was Pearl Ann? Pearl Ann wasn't being kept in there, I don't think. No. Oh my god. Kanika is gone. Like, we're forgetting about her. Fucking... There's a deal with the devil where, like, I guess we have to lock away one Scarlet to keep the town afloat or whatever. I just... Oh my god. Oh, what? The whole reason we were even invited to the town for the funeral is that they wanted to basically lock us up so they could do this heinous fucking plan. What did I miss? You did not actually miss much. I actually took a moment to just kind of steady myself and think about what's going on, because it's just a lot happening in this one chapter already, and we're only through part 1. So I just wanted to take a moment and just kind of let myself breathe before we moved on, and also give a chance for the ads to play out, because what the fuck? Oh my god. Yes, yes. The Omelis hole. We've all heard of it. Thank you for the Good Place reference. I do appreciate it. As the car pulls up to the farms, you feel it again. A tingling at the back of your skull. An urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying. Crying that can only stop if you tend to it. There is definitely another stone here. It's getting harder to ignore them. Deputy Franklin gets out of the car, leaving you in the back as he joins the assembled crowd. Me when I smell Auntie Anne's pretzels. Oh! I love pretzels. I fucking love a good hot pretzel, dude. Alright. Alright, Sheriff, what's the situation? I'll tell you what the damn situation is. It's that bastard Julius got a hold of my boy, and he won't let him go. It's a kidnapping. If you fellas get in there and shoot the rat bastard shit stain before I do it myself. There, now you're up to speed. Franklin, you're with me. Let's head on in and get a handle on things. I'd better go in first. The son of a bitch has the place all strung up with traps, but I know how to spot him. Mr. Calloway, it might be best you stay out here with your wife and me. This is police business now. And as far as I see it, it's family business and always has been, whether or not you finally decided to get your sorry asses out here to finally do something about it. It's your fault he ever... Irma? Who's Irma? Is that the wife? It's your fault he ever decided to take it on himself to go investigate what happened to Big Betty, all because you didn't listen. That's right, so now you owe me. Irma is the Duke's wife, yes. Is the Duke's wife. Is Duke's wife, yes. The Duke. I'll bring up the rear if that makes you feel like big tough guys, but you can't stop me, not while my boy's in trouble. Alright, I hear you. Your boy's in trouble, you want some peace of mind, I understand that. But don't you go making more problems than we already got. You hear me, Duke? Leave that gun with Irma. Fine, here. If something's happened to me in there, you know how to use it. You best use it. The one and only Duke Calloway. Irma is married to the Duke from Resident Evil Village. Please try to refrain from making threats of violence in front of officers of the law. Then you fellas better go and get your boy back. Get our boy back. Not your boy, it's mine. It's my boy. Without another word, the officers split up. Derrickson heads for the squad car, while the 3 men start up the hill to Julius's shack. Irma stands on her porch, clutching the shotgun and watching the other house intently. Hey there, Rachel. Sorry you had to come along for the ride. I'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take long to settle. In the meantime, I'll keep you company. The thing calling out to you is starting to lose its patience. You need to find a way out of here before it gets angry. If you guys are arresting me, could you also arrest the guy who's been stalking me since he's doing a real crime? A stalker, huh? Look, I'll level with you. There's not much we can do about a stalker until they do something a little bit more incriminating than follow somebody around. So you let us know when that happens and we can see about helping you out. In the meantime, we'll keep you safe and sound at the station, where no boogeyman can get you. Classic cops. Classic cops. Certified useless cops moment. Useless fucking pigs, dude. You don't really think Bo is dead in there, do you? I'd love to be wrong about this, I really would. But Bo's a big man. Hard to keep a big man like that from moving around and making a fuss. And we've seen a whole lot of nothing going on in there. Still is the grave, if you pardon the expression. You don't think Duke might escalate things? Oh, I bet on it. But it is not me who makes the big decisions. Sheriff Hugby always has the final say. And I suppose Duke made a good point about those traps. He does know them better than any of us. Maybe he winds up being more useful than not. At the very least, he won't be pissed at us when things don't go the way he wants. I have a reason to suspect there is a cursed stone here that holds some kind of ancient, possibly evil magic. Just throwing it out there. I don't know, maybe he'll listen. Maybe he'll listen. Magic stone? What, like a crystal? Crystal meth, maybe. I always suspected Julius might be a tweaker. He laughs at his own unfunny joke. There is a sound coming from the house on the hill, shouting, angry and panicked. A frantic voice crackles over the radio. Yes, radio voice.
Jackson down, Jackson man down, the sheriff is down.
What'd I tell it?
What'd I tell him? I don't know, be careful, follow my lead, not look at him.
Mr. Calloway, if you could please clear the line and let Deputy Franklin give me a proper status report. Deputy, is he breathing? And do you have eyes on Mr. Tremaine and the hostage?
We're on our way to the basement now, sir. You better be careful, meathead, if you don't want to wind up like you're...
You heard ungodly noise over the radio, a gunshot, and then static. Oh, shit. Franklin, report. But there is only silence. Damn it, Franklin. Deputy Derrickson hesitates briefly outside your door, as if he's hoping someone might leave the farmhouse without his getting involved. But after a few seconds, he's headed up the hill, yelling something to Irma. And then a figure appears outside the car door. A moment later, you hear the click of a lock. I love that Derrickson is a complete fucking coward. True. Time to go. You get out of the car, your body moving on instinct. The stone is louder outside. Its song is buzzing in your ears, drowning out the world, calling you up the hill towards the old farmhouse. I don't think I should go in there, but I don't think I can stop myself. That's all you're able to sputter out. The buzzing drowns out your words. You can almost feel it pulling, your feet aching to move. But you have to. I'm sorry. I really would have preferred it if we could do this all together, but the witch started it early. I should have known she would. The handcuffs fall away from your wrists. You weren't paying attention to what he did to make that happen, because it doesn't matter. You have somewhere to be. But she's at her most vulnerable now. She won't be expecting you. So go on. I'll be watching. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. The fuck do you mean by that, Wayne? He gives you a hard shove forward and then he's gone. Hey, what the hell just happened? Was that Wayne? But you don't have time to respond to your cousin. Today's event has already begun. And yet, you're interrupted by yet another car pulling up to the scene. I'm surprised you didn't hit him again. I don't know if it gave me the option, but that was hilarious. If there was, Tabitha, Irma, Rachel, I got paged by the sheriff. What the hell is going on here? Where are all the cops? I was too enthralled by the rock. I'm too focused on the rock. The talking is just noise. The words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice, one you can just barely make out, but you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. You start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Hey, I'm talking to you! Oh, come on. She's headed to Julius's. But you continue forward. You barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. Oh, Jesus! Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room, an axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling. It's embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Jesus! Don't move, Doc. This place is a damn death trap. This old guy really is crazy, huh? Who the hell put something like that in their house? Past the body, you see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage. Cracked open, its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. What the hell is going on here? Damn it, Derrickson, we don't need all these bodies to look out for. Franklin already nearly got himself shot. Duke, come on, if you refrain from any further interference in police activities. Without my interference, you might have 2 dead officers to deal with. Now, if you'll excuse me, Franklin, how's Bo? You got eyes on him? The officer's voice calls up from behind the wall of roots blocking the basement door. Yeah, he's breathing. We're trying to help. Avery? Who's Avery? Is that Diner Kid? Oh, Avery! What the fuck? Is that Diner Kid? I should have known you and Julius have been conspiring, haven't you? What you do to my boy? Everybody, shut up. Damn it, there's no signal in here. I'm gonna step outside. No one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuse to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. Approach the basement. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcoming you down below. Who the hell? So you tried to undermine me, which I should have known you'd try to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that could be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby, and your family can go back to normal, happy and unburdened. That's definitely Sybil, right? The witch. That's 100% Sybil. I love how if you ignore Avery the whole game, their presence here has zero context. People still do shit even if you aren't paying attention. Yeah, I realized that, like, I assumed that if we kept Avery out of it, they just wouldn't get involved. Or that they would, like, find a way to still get involved and we would still be interacting with them later if we decided not to tell them initially. But no. Avery just kind of disappears from the plot and then reappears, I guess, here. So, that's fun. You know? It's something. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Hey. Everybody still alive? Tabitha coughs. I think I broke something. Yeah, my ribs. Why do you have to wear such heavy boots? I saw it all. My family. The witch. I have to find the witch. Find the witch. The witch? Sybil? So you have business with her too. Guess I should have known. I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down. It's all good. What the fuck is that? Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man Julius holds a gun in silent threat. Don't reach out to me! I don't like this. 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 Nope, 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 nope. I don't like this one bit. You don't like children? I don't like freaky little vain kids. Like, what do you mean? Don't stop doing that! Franklin sits hunched in the corner, his expression icy and unreadable behind his sunglasses. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him. The source of the awful noise, it stutters with pained inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. You must have hit your head when you fell down the stairs. This can't be real. Bo's the largest man you've ever seen. How could this happen to him? Rachel, we can't get to you. The door is sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. How's Bo? How's my boy? Let's bring the Scarlets up to speed, Julius. They look a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? All right. So, the witch. I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. Kept trying to get at me, so I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out till Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end, it's only fair. Son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way. It's all sunshine and roses. Yeah, I mean, it's better than whatever the fuck this is. Like, what do you mean? I just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. Dude! Are you the dumbest man alive? Or just in contention for it? Because what do you mean? So what? We're all supposed to wait around here until he's done or something? I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that is a reason to shoot a cop. I didn't even hit you, you fucking... Didn't even hit you, you fucking pussy. And it was self-defense. Castle doctrine. What in the hell are you talking about down there? What are you doing with my bow? Calm down, Calloway. We got the situation under control. Just let us talk it through. Don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk, okay? Let's just talk. Why would I need to do any talking? The way I see it, I'm the man with the gun and the guts to use it. So how's about we all just sit quietly until it's over. Then we can all go home and nobody has to get hurt. Except Bo. He's already dead, kid. My boys beat him fair and square. Best you see it that way. Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? Relax, okay? Nobody's gonna do anything. Oh, no! The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. That's my boy! Enough of this bullshit. Somebody help me get this axe down. I'm not letting some damn tumor stop me. Are you sure, Duke? What if it triggers another trap or... There's the sound of something being torn free from the wood, then hacking at the vine-like tendrils blocking the doorway. But no progress seems to be made. For every piece severed, another grows in its place. You want to bring the damn house down, Duke? A string of disparate curses from upstairs, but the axe doesn't stop swinging. Oh, I don't like that. Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. Fuck. Okay. Shouldn't you be concerned that Duke is trying to get down here? You know he's gonna kill it if he does. He won't get through. My boy will make sure of that. He might be a little thing, but as you can see, that don't mean he can't protect himself. It's Bo and the baby. Does your son have a name? You don't name a kid till after it's born. Even I know that. Bad luck if you do it early. Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of him. Can it talk? He's barely a day old. Of course he can't talk yet. And it's making noises. It kind of sounds like babbling, right? Like babies do? How about it, baby? Can you say mama? The baby makes a horrible sound that is not even remotely similar to mama. What is that thing doing to Bo? He's fertilizer. He's a person. Not anymore. He's a body that just happens to still be moving around. If my boy had the time he needed, he wouldn't be doing all this. He could have been born quietly in the field like he was supposed to, but he came out too early. An exchange has to be made, and that's what the crone always said. So I'm exchanging. But does it have to be him? Could we move it to somebody else? Any volunteers? Avery slowly raises their hand. Put your hand down, kid. That was one of the rhetorical questions you weren't supposed to answer. I wouldn't do this to you. Besides, my boy's got the biggest hunk of meat in the room. And I think he's happy with that. I doubt he'd give it up easy. I get the feeling tearing him out wouldn't be so good for Bo either. He's not just food for your damn parasite. When I get down there, I swear to God, Julius. Shut up, Duke, or I'll start shooting. Okay. Fuck. How do you know it'll stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again? I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. I just sit there and stay quiet. We won't have trouble. Got it? Don't fucking poke holes in my fucking thing. Like, this is my thing. Don't make me question it. Like, it's real concerning. I don't like being alone with my thoughts. Does it matter what it does? It's not like we're gonna stick around. It won't have time to go after you, Julius. You'll be in handcuffs as soon as I get the chance. Says the man who is not currently holding a gun. I'm the authority now. Best you act like it. The things under Bo's skin shift, writhing in an imitation of clenching muscle. Oh, Bo's looking at me. I don't like that. Bo, can you hear me? Are you alive? Where's my daddy? I'm here, Bo, and your mama's just outside. It's gonna be fine, Bo. The office is gonna get you out of there and everything's gonna be fine. I don't think it likes when he talks. Those things under his skin start moving. It looks painful. Then everybody should stop asking him questions. Let him die easy. The witch. What makes you think that Sybil is the witch? She's just helpful. Oh, sure she is. She was all kinds of helpful once I had dirt on her and she wanted to be kept quiet. Dirt? What did she do? She's always seemed really nice to me. Look, I'm a man of my word. She told me I'd get what I wanted, and I told her she would give my silence. I'll stand by that. And of course, all of y'all think she's nice. Everybody in town drinks that tea. Seems to make people awful fond of her. Bo seems in a bad way. His eyes are glazed. His jaw slack except where the roots of the childlike thing are holding it in place. His body can't take much more. I think there's something off about the tea. I mean, it makes sense. She gave us the tea, and then she told us, like, to leave Kanika alone, and we just did. We just didn't even question her. So, like, yeah, I think there's something off about the fucking tea. You said you know how to get in contact with the witch. That I do. This all sounds ridiculous to say out loud, but you know about her, so you better believe me. I'd use this faucet here, fill up the Pepsi bottle or whatever I got on hand, put a little note in there, and she'd make her answer known. It's like the fucking bottles that we found in Enoch's desk, right? It's fed by natural spring water. That's her preferred method of communication. Like her internet, I suppose. But as you can see, it's currently out of order. I tried earlier, but my boy's got his meat all in there. He won't be getting a drop out of it until he's calmed down. Yeah, I get it. Julius, dude, we gotta do something. Bo's in a lot of pain. This can't be what was supposed to happen. I love that you just say Pepsi. Black Tabby Games gives zero shit. It's great. What exactly did you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you? Like I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss. But perhaps it had something to do with that husband of hers and whatever it was he was sick with. Husband? She's married? But she's so young. Young? Do you need glasses or something? That woman's a goddamn crone if I ever seen one. And it ain't like she's married now anyway. He's been dead for some time on account of the illness. Oh, fuck. I just got an achievement for running out the clock on a major decision? Fuck. Did I? Uh-oh. I fucked something up. In the end, you don't do anything other than talk. In the end, you don't do anything other than talk while the creature finishes its work. This isn't the time or place for you to make a choice. Even if that wasn't the case, it's too late to make any other choice now, other than the continued inaction. Oh, fuck. Bo's dead. Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't know if there was a way out of this. I don't know if there was going to be anything I could do here. You watch as the thing slowly solidifies. Its breaths more confident as Bo's grows shallow. I can't just let this happen. The officer dives forward, reaching for his gun, but Tabitha kicks him, stopping him mid-motion. You idiot! Do you want to get shot? Just let the guy have his freak baby. You did have an option to try and kill the baby. I didn't realize that there was a time limit on some of this. I thought I had a little bit more time to ask questions. Ma'am, we are watching a slow-motion murder. It's my duty to... This is my house, not yours, officer. What happens under my roof is always supposed to be my business. Bo trespass, these are the consequences. Oh, I don't like this. Everybody watches each other with unease. Is it alright if I sit by him? Sure, but I'll shoot if you make any moves, kid. I don't want to, but I will. Bo's fading fast. Let's gossip about the witch. I need to know about the witch. I thought it would give me more time to explore those options before I would be forced to make a decision. I didn't realize that I would get down to this point and would have to, it wouldn't even let me make the decision. God damn it. Avery shifts, settling closer to Bo. They take his hand in theirs. It doesn't matter now. What happens, happens. Look, we're just going to roll with it. This is why this is replayable. Because I'm not going back on any decisions. Oh, Mal, power up potion? Mal, you're going to love this. Are you ready? Hold on. Let me go into the full chatting room so you can see this. Are you ready? Are you ready, Mal? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, Mal? Mal, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Power up potion is the increased chest size, right? That's not the jiggle physics. Am I remembering that correct? Power up potion. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom. You're welcome. I love the way this one turned out, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Back to the game. Excellent. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Avery shifts, settling closer to Bo. They take his hand in theirs, which doesn't seem to do anything but to comfort the man as the roots sink deeper, taking more. I'm sorry, Bo. It'll be over. It'll be over soon, okay? You're not alone. Nobody should die alone. I can't die. Mama would be sad. Ew, but he does. The thing finally pulls away from what's left of Bo, and in place of the dead man's breathing, its ungodly cries fill the room. Shh, it's all right, boy. The creature's connection to its womb has been severed, and the house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the meat that infiltrated its walls. The faucet in the corner of the room finally unclogged, bursts to life, and water pours out onto the dirt floor. Yippee! And the vines blocking the door go slack. You wanted your witch? Well, here she comes. But Julius is interrupted by a figure stepping onto the basement stairs. Oh, I'm so sorry, Duke. I'm so sorry, Duke. Oh, shit, he's got an axe. Bo. Oh, God, Bo. That can't be him. That can't be him. You stay away, Duke. Nobody needs to die today. They sure as hell do. He's on Julius in seconds. Axe rising and falling in a bloody mess. I'm not going to stop him. Who am I? Rip Bozo. Exactly. He keeps going and going, and nobody stops him. Julius's body slowly loses its humanity until it's nothing but meat. Oh, that's horrific. Sorry, Franklin. Looks like he fell on his axe. That's what I saw. Finally, Duke turns his attention to the mewling thing still curled up on the corpse of his son. Duke, stop! Wait. I'm not... You know what? This one's out of my hands. I've decided already. It's out of my hands. I'm just a girl. What do I know? I don't know anything about morality or anything like that. You know what? You guys argue about themselves. I'm going to be over here. This is what happens if you take a streamer's goth GF away, quietly jiggling in the corner. Yeah, it feels like I'm really a part of the scene when you put me up here. Like, don't worry about me, guys. I'm just gonna be down here. This is the water trickling down too. Oh, wait. What did that say? You continue to watch. The water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Duke, please, it's just a baby. It didn't know what it was doing. I'm sure this must be awful. I can't imagine what it's like to lose a son. He ain't lost. I just saw him breathing. He just needs help, that's all. The water is suddenly much higher. It rises up past your ankles. I'm gonna kill that thing, and then I'm gonna get Bo some proper medical help. I'll take him over to the next county if I have to. But it's like everyone else in the room is in a different world, arguing while the water rises around them as if they don't even see it. What are you all doing standing around and arguing? The basement is flooding. Flooding, ma'am? What? Do you not see the fucking water? What are you talking about? There's no water. But it is flooding. It's up to your chest now. There's no denying it. And my chest is pretty big. So I would know. Of course you don't see it. You're always wearing those damn sunglasses. Her words are swallowed up as it finally overtakes you. What do you mean finish episode 5? What do you mean finish ep... You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current. What the fuck? It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. What happened to my mouse? Oh, it's my... Oh, Jesus! What the fuck? There are bodies in the water with you. They're all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter And your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You are not the one who had the vision. Not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop it, Mother. But you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. How can you be sure? Fuck. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? I don't like that it's scissors cutting a thread either. Of course I'll stop it. Don't worry so much, daughter. No, Mother. I've seen it. You will try to stop it, and you will die. But there is another path. Take my power. I give it willingly. But I want you to be your own person. I can't do this to you. I can't lose you. You will lose me in any path but this. If we do nothing, we'll die with everyone else. If we flee, I will have the weight of 1,000 lives on my shoulders. I couldn't live. I would be lost either way. This is the way it must be. Something tells me that that's the option. You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was, and there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come, the village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. You have another daughter. This time the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets. The smell of sickness on the wind. Church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals. An entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of plague. You are among their number. Your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There is another path. A narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Oh no. Please tell me this is not what happened to Kanika. Please, for the love of God, tell me that this is not what happened to Kanika. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do, but she still carries in her some strength. Enough. Explain it to her as it was explained to you. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up. What you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all. You will miss her as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be part of you and that she won't die, she cries and cries. She tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. What happens if I choose the other option? She's one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease, and the bodies are buried, even burned, then left in heaps on the streets until no one is left to remember any of their names. But that's not how it happened. The entire city rests on this decision. Stop her from leaving. I figured that was going to be the case. You do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows what it would have been, that it would have been a ruin. But there was an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand. And what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. You will have to carry that with you. It is a part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depth of what you have done over the years, you have not escaped notice. You find yourself in a capital in a place whose name has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages, and it never stops raging. Bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. If only you had more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. I fucking hate this. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here. You have discovered if they are vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage. Not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way. You realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. This war is coming whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter. Until you don't. It's time to rest. Aren't you tired? Of course you are. But the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you that is your first daughter can't let you. She joins her sisters, as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they've stepped into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you. But here, they are small. The decisions simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can, a storm halted, a conflict settled. One day, when you are shown a dark pit. A splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning as every rock as the very rock catches fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. You take your daughter's hand and you look her in the eyes. They're green, like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air, but you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day, like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here. Something ravenous that doesn't belong, but has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you followed comes into focus, and for the first time you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you could ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there is a new thread too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough when the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you could care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. But you did. Take her back and summon the entity into the world. You welcome her back, as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. He is arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you there to guide it. And now, you are here, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Rachel? Tabitha? What are you doing here? Oh my god, oh my god. She's here. We can see her. We can see her. She's here. This is real. This is happening right now. Oh my god. Are you real? Yeah, we're real. Are you? I don't know. Probably. I'm glad I get the chance to see you again, Rachel, before I go away. So that means you've made up my mind, yeah. Don't try to talk me out of it. It won't work. I love the art style they did for Kanika in this weird void. What do you mean? What do you mean made up your mind? You're kidding me. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day it's like you just didn't exist. That's weird. I can't even remember that I forgot about her. Yeah, it's part of all this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting. It'll be like all this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. Riots, I'm asking you to check all the options so we don't get another dead boat situation. Trust me? Trust me? I care so much about what happens in this moment. If anything bad happens to Kanika, the stream ends immediately. I'm telling you this right now. Because I will need to immediately sequester myself to go cry. Like, I'm dead serious. If anything bad happens to Kanika, the stream is over as soon as the game is done. Like, There's a romance option. There's a romance option. You're too important to me, Kanika. I thought you knew that. I can't let you do this. I'm sorry. I didn't know then what I know now, or I never would have let you in. You've got it all wrong anyway. I'm not important or special, not on my own. Not when compared with what I'm about to do. And I know how that sounds, but I mean it. How many people can say they get the chance to change the future? Like, really change it? It's okay. It's not even like I'm dying. I'm just becoming part of something else. Okay. Let's go through the options. I understand it has to be done. No. No, you're right. I'm sorry that has to come to this, but we both know. No. You're right. I shouldn't be selfish. You found your purpose. No. If this is what you really want, thank you for saving us. No. Is that really true, or did she just raise you to think that way? I don't want you to die. But I love you. I don't want to forget that. Have you ever been happy, Kanika? Has she ever let you be happy? Interesting that all the let her get fucking eaten options are at the top. Yeah. Have you ever been happy, Kanika? Has she ever let you be happy? Your mom has distracted you your whole life, has dictated your whole life to you. Reject her just this once. That's the most important decision you could ever make. You could ever do. The important thing you could ever do. Fuck. I'm between these two options. Fuck. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. Because if I fuck up, I'll forget her. That's kind of where I'm leaning. Have you ever been happy? Okay. Have you ever been happy, Kanika? Has she ever let you be happy? Of course, I mean, I had a good childhood. My dad. Tabitha, back me up here. Actually, I think this is all fucking stupid. What, you're just gonna do what Sybil says? No questions asked? That's not the Kanika I know. You're as stubborn as I am, remember? That thing is asking you to give up your life for some vague greater purpose, and even that is probably a lie. It says it's done this before. It probably came up with the perfect line to feed each and every one of its victims so they'll give up willingly. Don't you have dreams and ambitions and stuff? Do you really think none of that matters just because it said so? Where is this coming from? I thought you hated me. No, Kanika, I have respect for you. You stick to your guns. You're the one who hates me. I don't hate you, Fuck you, Sybil. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let the Scarlet talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? I don't know anymore. I need to think about it. Let me go. I should have known the two of you would be trouble. You and your family have always valued your hold over the town over the happiness of its residents. How can you look around at the way things are and see anything but misery? Do you know what I see when I look at Scarlet Hollow? I don't care. I see the remains of some long-dead thing, hollowed-out mountains where hollowed-out people work to scrape the last few crumbs of death from dried-up seams, hoping to animate the corpse of this town for long enough that they can see tomorrow. It's not gonna stay that way, and you know it. Of course, and I know why, too. But does Rachel know why? Have you thought to mention it? Shut up! I'm getting you out of here, Kanika. Tabitha doesn't waste another moment. She rushes forward, her hand outstretched toward Kanika. Fuck. I'm gonna help her save Kanika. Sybil is clearly trying to break whatever this cycle is, but I'm gonna help her save Kanika. I don't care. You and Tabitha dart forward, each of you grabbing for Kanika's wrists. As you both pull, the unreal world around you wavers, like a mirage, no longer able to maintain its illusion. Stop! Don't you touch her! You don't know what you're doing! Both you and your cousin ignore her, and the world shifts nauseatingly around you. You feel like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, reality rushing to meet you, until finally you surface. Oh my god, please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. And then hopefully you and Kanika can figure out a way to not get you stuck in the fucking hole. That's what my hope is. Like, we just saved Kanika. Perfect. Great. Tabitha still wants to fucking lock me up in the wall. She wants to put me in the wall. Which is complicated by the fact that Tabitha is here. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip? JD? Oh my god, actually finished episode 5. You fucking... that's fucking crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. We did it. 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 I feel so... Hey, you want to know something fucked up about the other choice here? Yes, please tell me. Final release? Chapter 6 is the last one? Only one major content update remains until the story reaches its conclusion in the final chapters. Oh. So if you'd like to carry your progress over into the final chapters, please save your game now. Yippee! Saving! Yeah, the last 2 chapters are getting released at once. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, sick. 6 and 7 are releasing at the same time? You're telling me that we're getting 6, 7? We're getting 6, 7? Yeah, we're gonna go... We're gonna... You can't be mad at me for making a 6-7 joke. That's not fair. I'm on the internet. I'm allowed to make whatever jokes I want that are stupid, like 6-7. If Kanika gets absorbed, Sybil reinvents herself as a younger woman named Carmilla. Oh. If you're romancing Kanika and completely forget her, no way! She replaces Kanika? That's so fucked! That is so fucked! Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's so... That is so deliciously fucked up. If Tabitha is there, she's horrified by this. Oh my god. This is because Black Tabby Games is evil. Yeah, they are doing a phenomenal job, by the way, at making me absolutely every single fucking chapter astounded by the evil that is some of the fucking plots in this game. Because what the fuck do you mean? That is so fucked. That is actually so fucked. Holy shit. Oh my god. I need a minute to like process. I am very thankful that that plot point with Kanika was not dragged on longer. I know, ad right at the end. We're just gonna roll through the ad real quick. We're gonna roll through the ad and then we're gonna rate out. I just I I'm beside myself right now. I am I need a minute. I need a minute. I'm gonna take a long swig of my drink because holy shit, that oh my god. This game fucks with me every goddamn time. It fucks with me so fucking bad every time. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna wait for the ad to roll down. We're gonna wait for the ad to roll down, and then we're gonna raid out. Whew. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Ads are done. Ads are done. Cause holy shit. Oh my god. Look, I appreciate that they did not drag the Kanika thing out any further because that was really fucking with me. Uh I did not like that at all. I did not like that one fucking bit. That was ridiculous. Um this is such a good fucking game though. Like straight up. It's so fucking good. But oh my god. Another fun fact. Oh god. Okay, another fun fact. I'm ready. Hit me. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. If you did that find someone you trust option, one of them is blank. You can still pick it. Oh god. And and what? And what does it do? It, what does it I hate this. I hate this fucking game sometimes. This game keeps putting me in really tough decisions. You try to find Kanika even though you can't remember her. That's really upsetting. That is incredibly upsetting. I don't like that. You run into Miles who is having a bad time. See, I was actually just about to ask. Doesn't doesn't Kanika have a brother? Like, how does he fit into this? Like, like family wise. It just it boggles my brain. It boggles my mind. Holy shit. My god, this game. I swear to fucking god. I'm gonna need like just a long fucking break. You know what? I think I'm gonna take another 2 months off. After that, I think I'm going away for. You won't see me till April. I'm taking another 2 months. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Holy shit. With that said, though, we're gonna raid out. This was an absolutely wonderful time. I want to thank you all for joining me. I 100% loved playing this. I'm so excited for whenever they decide to release the last two chapters. I will 100% be playing them. We'll maybe be playing some other playthroughs of this. I have a lot in my I have a lot on my list right now to play, so I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but I at least wanted to get this one out of the way before we get into a lot of the other games that we're going to be playing. Because of course we're going to get back to Stardew. I want to get back to oh my god, what was it called? Uh Seance of Blake Manor. Like there's a lot of games that I want to get to, but I wanted to at least get the latest chapter of Scarlet Hollow out of the way so that way we can come back to it later when the rest of it updates, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. This game is phenomenal. Black Tabby Games, holy shit. Your writing breaks my heart every time. It's phenomenal. How the fuck do you do that? With that, we are going to raid out into someone we have not seen in quite a while. We're going to raid out to Mint, because of course we're going to raid out to Mint. Thank you all for joining me. I'm glad you all appreciated the new model, the new outfit. Let's go ahead and show off both outfits really quick. There we go. I hope you all enjoy what we did here today and what you saw here today. The plan, of course, is to continue streaming for the rest of the year. We're going to try to get back onto our regularly scheduled streams, as well as get back to some new get to some new games. And we're gonna have a lot more outfits in the future, and we're gonna polish this model as we go through. So I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. We're going to raid out Intimate, so make sure you copy and paste that raid message. Thank you all for joining me. This was a wonderful time. Here's to a hopefully very productive new year for all of us. I know New Year is kind of late because it's already February. Whoops. But I will see you all in the next stream. And, get out of my room?